Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ilshira, and today we're going to be talking about a few reminders that I just felt were really important to highlight. Starting with number 1, what other people do with their life and to you, that's their karma. What you do after, whether it be take revenge or whatever, that's your karma, and they will get what they deserve. Okay, they will get what they deserve. You don't even have to worry about that. Okay, especially if you did nothing wrong, you had genuine intentions and you just wanted the best for people. If this person did you dirty, trust that that person will get what they deserve, and you just need to move on. You just need to mind your own business. That's literally it. Number 2, you will get what you put out. You reap what you sow, okay? Again, moving back to point 1, what you do is what you will get back. So you give out love, you give out kindness, happiness. Best believe that's gonna come back to you tenfold, okay? And you can even affirm this in your subconscious mind. Make yourself believe it, because if your subconscious wiring or just your thoughts and your belief system or your confirmation bias is not working for you, meaning it does not think the best about you or about life for you, then it's just gonna think of negative things and it's just gonna manifest more negative things for you. If you think positive things and you believe that the world is working out for you in the best way possible, and everything that happens for a reason and happens in divine timing, and that you will always benefit from life, then you will. Anything you believe is what your reality will reflect. Number 3, no matter how embarrassed, how bad, how ashamed, or how humiliated you feel thinking about your mistakes or past mistakes, Johnnyman, it was in the past. And you can always move forward from your past. The past is in the past, okay? It's not your present. You're here and you can do things to change your life. And what happened in the past happened. You can't change that, no matter how much you want to. Are there things in my life that I would love to change that happened in the past? Yes. But can I? No. So I focus on the next best thing, the present. I focus on changing my present so my future can reflect that. Because again, what happened in the past happened, okay? The only power you have right now is to change your present. And if you change your present, your future will reflect that change. But that change needs to be consistent. You need to have discipline. Motivation can only take you so far. Discipline is what keeps that change consistent, keeps that change going, and eventually your future will reflect the change you made today. And the last one, if after any situation, whatever it may be, breakup, friendship breakup, tragedy, grief, loss, whatever it is, if you find your way to God, then know for sure that that situation was God calling you back to him or her. That was God calling you back to them. If you found God after that, just know that God put that situation in your life for a reason. You went through that situation for a reason. Nothing in your life is by accident, okay? If you believe that, right? If you believe that the universe is out there, if you believe that God is out there, nothing in your life is a coincidence. Nothing in your life is just random. There's a reason why things happen, and you might not know why it happened today, but you will know why it happened tomorrow, or a few months from now, a few weeks from now, a few years from now. Are there some things that I just didn't know why they happened? but now looking back, I know why they happened, and I'm really thankful that they happened. Yeah. And it's a very fulfilling experience, if I'm gonna be honest. Not in a way that, you know, obviously it's not like, oh, today this happened, tomorrow I realized why it happened, and then the next day I was happy. No. This thing stuck with me for years. And when I finally realized why, it was like, hey, this worked out perfectly. This actually worked out really well. And I'm really proud. And I'm really glad it did work out this way. I'm very grateful. And if you have that mindset for every single situation in your life, you're sad. You will be unfazed by any situation that comes your way. All right? Okay. Okay, also, this is a bonus reminder, but also, my girls out there, this is a story time. It just happened today. A few hours ago, I was at a place and I was volunteering, and this guy came up to me. He approached me. He shook hands with me. He introduced himself to me, and then, because it was really loud, he came across and he asked me my name. I told him my name, and he was like, "That's a very beautiful name." And then he said, "You're very beautiful." And I said, "Thank you," for both my name and me. And he said, "Can I have your number after that?" And that caught me off guard, because this guy was at least in his 30s, okay? He was at least 10 years older than me. At least. So that was a major, there were like sirens blaring in my head, like, no. Mm-mm. And I said no. And he left me alone, thankfully. I was still a little paranoid. I was still a little shook for like an hour later as well, because I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's just very unusual. What typically happens is guys usually just stare at me. They do not come up to me. But this was just a very unusual occurrence. Not that staring is any less violating, but it was just weird. And then a few hours later, after my shift was over for volunteering, I was waiting for my ride, okay? I was gonna go home, and I was waiting for my ride. So I was waiting, and this was like, it was a dark-ish place, but also there were quite a few people around, but they were a little spaced out. This guy, he was doing something, and he came up to me, and he looked at me, and he was like, "Why are you so beautiful?" And I was like, "Thank you." And he shook his hand with me also as well, and I shook my hand, and he asked me my name. This time I didn't tell him my actual name. I told this guy another name I used to go by, and he said, "Oh, that's nice." And he's like, "Can I have your number?" And I said no, and he said, "Why? Do you have a husband?" He was a little upset that I said no, but I said no. I said no for both things. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And he said, "I hope to see you around again." And he went away after that. And it's like, okay. So this guy was also at least 15 years older than me. But anyways, I say all that. I explained that whole story just for you guys to know. Whenever you are faced with such circumstances, do not give out your real name. And do not give out your number, please. I don't know if this is like a trafficking situation or whatever, or if this is just weird behavior. I don't know what it is, but just don't give out your real name, and don't give out your number. Just for safety reasons. You know, you can never be too safe. Really. I know too much of anything is bad, but you can never be too safe. Take precautions, okay? And if this person asks if you have a husband or a boyfriend, just say yes. Okay, even if you don't. I know I made a mistake, but next time I'll keep that in my mind. And I will keep at least one other person with me at all times. I'm not gonna travel alone after this, but just precautions, okay? When you go out, tell at least one person about your whereabouts and give your location to this person. And if someone asks you your name, give a fake one. Come up with a fake name. This is something I did with my friends back when we were 6 years old. But we just came up with, you know, our fake names that we'd give out to strangers because stranger danger. But anyways, I had that. And do not give out your number. If this person asks you for your number, your Snap, your whatever it is, do not give it out. Please. Do not. No personal information. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you took something away from this video. Again, you can never be too safe. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Alright? See you. Bye-bye.